All right. Hey, everyone. This is our Norris Lake location highlight, but we also have some updates to share with you before we get into that. Just want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. And it is recorded. So, if anybody misses it, you're going to be able to tune into the replay, which is going to be on Facebook for a certain amount of time, but also on our YouTube channel. We've done several of these already, so you can go back and check out the past ones if you happen to miss them. We've got a couple more to bring to you, so we're going to work on that. But just introduce myself real quick. My name's Angie Scott, and I am the membership executive for our Middle Tennessee locations. And here's my info real quick if you need to contact me, my email and phone number. But I'm excited to host this tonight, and I've got a bunch of our team here on with me backstage right now. So I'm going to start introducing them one by one. And the next one I'm going to bring on board here is Jason. So, hey, Jason.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, thanks for coming on. Tell everybody who you are, a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm Captain Jason with Freedom Boat Club here in Tennessee. I'm one of the membership executives here in the state alongside Angie, and I also am one of the U.S. Coast Guard captains who does all of the new member training as well. So I'm a little bit everywhere all across the east side of the state.
Well, thanks for being on, and we're highlighting one of your locations tonight. So excited to share a lot about Norris Lake. Beautiful, beautiful destination for sure. All right, next person I'm going to bring on is Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Miller, thanks for being with us tonight. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Hey, Angie, thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited to be part of this tonight. So thank you for hosting it. Norris is one of my favorite waterways in Tennessee. So I'm director of operations for East Tennessee. I just kind of keep us all rowing in the same direction. A lot of logistics, building culture, that kind of thing. So, but really love Norris. I'm very excited to talk about it. That's me.
All right. Next up,
Jody Dingo, by the way.
Call me what you want, buddy.
We've got our location manager for Norris Lake, Anna. Thanks for coming on board. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, everyone. My name's Anna Brown. I am the location manager at Norris Lake. So whenever you come to visit, I'll be there taking care of whatever you need.
I just shared the location number there. So if you ever need to get in touch with Anna, that's the number you should call. Anna, is that correct? Hopefully I got it right.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. Good deal. And then we have another special guest on with us tonight, Nancy Parker. Nancy, welcome. Tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Yeah, my name's Nancy, and I help out with events and the Freedom Boat Sisters. So I'm a member who loves our Tennessee waterways and on both sides and enjoys planning and inviting people to events. So I can't wait to talk about those too.
Awesome. All right, well, let's get into the presentation. If you've seen these before, we're going to kind of follow the same type of format. So we already did the introductions. Then we're going to get into a promotion we got running right now for new members and our member referral. So if you're a member right now, we'll tell you all about that. Some important member updates, some exciting stuff going on right now. We'll review our 2025 social calendar, and then we'll get into our Norris Lake highlight. We're at Sequoia Marina, so we'll talk a little bit about that and what you can expect there, the amenities we have in our 2025 fleet. We'll give you some suggestions of places to go on the lake, restaurants, and also places to stay. So if you're traveling from elsewhere and want to stay somewhere, we'll give you some suggestions there. And then we're going to hop onto Google Earth and give you kind of a virtual tour of some of our favorite places to go. And we'll go over some boating safety tips. And then we'll share some additional resources. And oops, sorry, skipped ahead a little bit there. And then we'll have some time at the end for Q&A. So Nancy, after we get through with the social stuff, we're going to send her in the background, and she's going to be kind of monitoring Facebook for any comments or questions that come in, so we can address those at the end of this live presentation. So, all right, we're going to hop right into it. So I'm going to send some of you backstage for a second here while we go over this. I'll keep Jason on here with me. But so right now we have got a March into Boating promotion running. We're doing $1,500 off your one-time entry fee to join. We're waiving the monthly dues until May. So if you join now, you essentially get a month and a half, get your new member orientation taken care of, and you'll be ready to go. Today, we're doing an extra $250 off, which you can pocket and use toward fuel. And of course, members, you always know if you refer somebody to the club, you get a month of dues waived for each person that joins. And so, let your friends know about this. And that's our contact information for Middle Tennessee for me and East Tennessee for Jason. It's a great time to get in, get ready for boating season. The warm weather is here, basically, isn't it, Jason?
Angie, it was 80 degrees today. I've been running around outside with all the boats over in Nashville. I mean, it felt great. I'm walking around in a short sleeve shirt. Wish I had my shorts on. Tomorrow's going to be another 80-degree day. I mean, it's that time of year. So here we go.
Yeah, this is always the most exciting time. So we're ready to go. All right, so we have some cool things going on. I'm going to bring Johnny on to talk about all this stuff. Johnny, the awards. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. How fun was that, Angie?
It was incredible.
It really was, yeah. So we just had our annual Freedom Forum down in Florida. We do that every year. And for the second time in 3 years, we brought home the Franchise of the Year award. Very, very proud of that. But we couldn't have done it without the team. And I want to highlight a couple of those. Liz out at Tennessee National, she brought home 2 awards. She had I'm reading this so that I don't mess it up. She had Dock Staff of the Year award, and then also Top River Lake Location award. Really, really proud of the work that Liz does out there. She's all about customer service, and that's the foundation of everything we do is our member experience, and she just exemplifies that all the time. But also Anna at Sequoia Marina, she had the Freedom Excellence Award for the cleanest fleet. And Anna works hard out there too. But then we also had the Pace Setter Award, and I think that's I want to say that's the 4th time we've gotten that one. So really excited about all of those. So we brought home 5 awards. Really proud of the team. I don't know what else to say. You can see the picture there. I told Mariah that next time the only thing I'm going to do is just spread my arms a little wider, and hopefully we'll have a few more awards in our hands. So exciting times. Really, really proud of the team. I can't say it enough. So yeah.
I mean, the biggest one though, Franchise of the Year. That's just. That's not easy to get, and it's just a testament to our entire team and how hard they work.
Yep.
And
absolutely. I mean, we
Mariah,
were with all.
she was going to be on with us tonight, but she's stuck in traffic driving back to East Tennessee from Nashville. Sorry. So big shout out to her for everything that she does, for sure.
Absolutely, she's incredible. I'm trying to fill her shoes in this meeting, and this, it's just impossible. So.
You're doing great. Yeah.
Thanks. But yeah, really, really proud. I mean, it was fun to be in that room of, the best in the world, and literally, the biggest boat club in the world, best boat club in the world, and then to walk out of there with that award of Franchise of the Year again for the second time was just amazing. So really, really, just can't say enough about how excited I am about what we're doing and how proud of the team that I am to make that happen. So yeah.
Yeah, you're a big part of it. So yeah, as we get into season, kind of give members an update. We did send out an email, but we want to make sure everybody knows as we're getting into season, starting to de-winterize boats and getting surf boats and some of the inboard outboard boats ready. How does that look right now?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, some of the deeper lakes like Norris, then also Center Hill and Timms Ford lakes, we'll start releasing those boats a little bit sooner than the other locations. We just want to be careful, make sure that the water levels are proper and that there aren't any, low water hazards for those fiberglass boats. So, we'll be just been doing those in phases, but those deeper lakes, we'll start getting those over the next couple of weeks. So, and I'm really excited about that. Just de-winterizing is always fun. It's a lot of work to do that and get them back ready. But here we are, and very excited to do it. So.
But outboard motor boats, they've been good to go all winter long.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've still got plenty of those, and a lot of people have been using them over this week, especially this past week. So, but yeah, they're always out there. So be sure that you're utilizing those while you can. We've got more coming. I think we've got 20 new boats sitting in Nashville right now that we're trying to figure out our fleet plan for. So yeah, those are coming this way too. And then we're just going to start cranking, get them back in the system, get the reservation system up and running. Right now, the reservation system extends is now open. Sorry, I'm reading this too. Reduced it to 24 hours. So, but we're going to start to open that thing up on March 15th through April 1st. So it extends to 60 days. And then our reservations will start to split from morning and afternoon again. So instead of all day or one section. So that's exciting. And then April 1st to October 30th, we're full season. So, and that'll be here in no time. So,
yep. So I think we're 45 days out right now.
45, that's right.
Then,
yep. That's exactly right.
Then April 1st, it extends. So it's all detailed out in that email we sent. If you didn't get it for some reason, if you're a member, let us know. We'll figure out why you might not have gotten it. But lots of good information in that. One of the other things was the exciting announcement about the new mobile app. We used to have an app, and then we updated the reservation system to a more sophisticated platform. And since then, they've been developing the new app, and it's out now. There's still a few new features they're going to be rolling out, but really exciting to have an app again, and lots of amazing features. We got to see a lot of it at the forum that we were at just a couple weeks ago, and it's going to make the whole member experience so much easier and better than it was before. So
absolutely, yeah, especially when it comes to reciprocity. I've downloaded it myself, obviously, but I've been just looking at it, just playing with it, trying to get used to it. But it's definitely going to make the reservation process just much easier. But if you're out of town, you can just kind of just put in your location, and it can tell you what boats are available, where, and when. So it's really, really handy. I'm looking forward to it personally too. So.
Yeah, you no longer have to go into each location individually to see availability. It gives you a whole snapshot of your area, which is awesome.
With contacts and everything. And it's real time what's available. So it's really awesome.
Yeah.
Look forward to that.
And another exciting announcement. We've been working on this with the help of Nancy, who's backstage right now, but we've got a lot of requests for Freedom Boat Club merch. And I'm happy to say we've found a good partner to launch that with. And so that's going to be going live on our Freedom Boat Club TN website. And we'll have a dedicated page to that. So if you want hats, T-shirts, other boating accessories with Freedom Boat Club, those are going to be available. And we'll be rolling out different options as we go. So we're super excited about that announcement. And then we've got some location announcements, and this next slide's a big one. So if you're in Middle Tennessee especially, you're going to be really excited to hear that we are opening a second location on Percy Priest Lake. It's going to be at the Nashville Shores Marina, which is close to the dam on Percy Priest, real close if you live in downtown Nashville or West Nashville. We are super pumped. We've been working on this for a while, and I'm so excited to see it's come to fruition. So we're going to start off there with 8 slips, and you can see the list of boats that we're going to be starting off with there. Amazing fleet, and we're just really excited about that. So
that is exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. And then going to the next one, Center Hill Marina right now, they're in the middle of building a new ship store. And so they're already in progress with that. They're expected to be done by March 17th, so not too long. But of course, any kind of weather might possibly interfere, but they're working hard at getting that taken care of. So just a heads up that there could be fuel service interruptions there as they get that finalized. So we just wanted to let y'all know about that. And then Tim's Ford Marina, we're excited. They're bringing in a new restaurant. So it used to be the Hard Dog Cafe, which was awesome, but They partnered with the owner of Amigos, and they're opening Amigos on the dock, so a nice Mexican restaurant option on Timms Ford Lake, planning to open in May. So we're super excited about that one.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the member social calendar. This is for Middle Tennessee. Johnny, I'm going to send you backstage for just a little bit and bring Nancy back on. Hey, Nancy.
Hi.
Thanks for all your help in planning this. I'm going to make it a little bigger because we've got a lot of events. It's kind of hard to read. But we'll just kind of run through it real quick so people know what to expect. You can take a screenshot of this, put it on your calendar. But our first, we've done a couple already, but starting with the upcoming events, we've got the Boat Sisters meetup at Honey Fire Barbecue in Bellevue. That's going to be Tuesday, the 25th at 7 p.m. We're going to be providing the first round of beers and appetizers for the ladies. And we did a little later start time just to give people, a chance to get there if you have, traffic or whatever, but we're excited about that. Yep. We've got our big pre-splash party happening. If you've been around for a while, we've been doing this pretty much every year. You come out, see all the new boats before they get dropped in the water at some of the locations. And we're also doing a grand opening of our used boat sales center called Bill's Boats. Same day. So that's going to be fun. It is Easter weekend. So it's Saturday, the 19th from 11 to 5. We'll have the Honey Fire barbecue food truck there, the beer truck, and we'll have some fun events going on throughout the day, including an Easter egg hunt for the kids. So we're really excited about that event.
This event is always a blast. So if you have to come. It's so much fun, and it really highlights the community of the boat club, to get to know other people and to hang out and just enjoy your time around boats.
Yeah, and it's open to members and people interested in joining. That way you can come mingle with other members, kind of get their firsthand experience and just kind of enjoy the day. It's a great day. And we also have a Boat Sisters event going on that month in April at Radnor Lake. We're going to do a hike on Sunday, the 27th from 2 to 4, something we haven't done before. So just kind of based on some suggestions we've gotten from our lady members. So that will be a fun time. We're looking forward to that. In May, we're going to do a member social at Timms Ford Marina. We've done a couple in the past. It's always fun to get the Timms Ford members together from 11 to 4 1 to 4. Can't see the small print there, but on Saturday, the 17th, if the restaurant's open and running, we'll probably partner with them. If not, I talked to Jeremy and we'll get the marina management involved and we'll do something fun for everybody. So that's always a good time. And then sunset cruises, they're always fun with the Boat Sisters. So we're going to do one on Percy Priest, Tuesday the 20th from 6 p.m. to sunset. In June, I'm happy to announce we're going to do our big Nashville Shores Water Park Day again that we did last year. Invite all our members out. You can come enjoy the water park for the day with your family, get some lunch. We'll do a cookout again with Nashville Shores, and then just go back and enjoy the water park. That's always a big day. We'll probably try to do a Boat Sisters meetup at lunch as well.
Yeah.
July, we did this last year, but the Smithville Fiddlers Jamboree, we weren't sure how it was going to go, but it ended up being so much fun.
It was a blast.
It was a blast. And so Smithville, it's really close to our Hidden Harbor location. We had some members from around there and then also some that were just traveling through that wanted to stop in. And it was a great day of music. And we did that, partnered with the 4-H barbecue. So everybody got some barbecue sandwiches. And that's going to be from 4 to 7 on Saturday, July 5th. I know it's 4th of July weekend, but good time. There's usually fireworks going on around there. So good time to come out. Then we're going to
It's
do
really
another.
fun to be part of that community too. They
It,
they all show up and there's dancing and music. It's a blast.
yep. Yeah. And July also, we're going to do a Boat Sisters Sunset Cruise, this time on Old Hickory Lake, probably out of Cedar Creek Marina again. That's going to be Thursday the 24th from 6 to sunset. In August, we've got a new event we're going to try out. So anybody that's got reservations out of Four Corners Marina on Saturday, August 2nd, we're going to do a photo scavenger hunt. And so we'll have some prizes, but basically you're going to go out and try to find some different things on the lake, take pictures of it, and then send it back. Or it could be, different things you're doing on the boat. We've got a lot of creative ideas going with that. Nancy, do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, just shout out to Jason for the great idea and to kind of get folks having fun on the water and to do something just a little bit different, to try to find a new spot that you might haven't been to, and to take fun pictures.
Yep. So that'll be a lot of fun. We'll see how that goes. We might make it an annual thing if it goes well. So looking forward to that. And then another suggestion from the Boat Sisters, we're going to do a game night at the Nashville Boating Center Wednesday the 20th, 6 to 8 p.m. It's always fun when we get together with the Boat Sisters, so I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
September, we're going to piggyback again with East Tennessee, and anybody that wants to come over from Middle Tennessee and participate in Tennessee Vols versus Georgia game at Louisville Landing. We'll do some boat rides. That's going to be Saturday the 13th of September. And then Boat Sisters at Putt Shack. We were kind of debating this last year on Top Golf or Putt Shack. We did Top Golf. And so this year we're gonna head over to Putt Shack Thursday the 26th, 7 to 9 p.m. We've heard that place is just a ton of fun. So looking forward to that. And that's also indoors, so we don't have to worry about any kind of weather.
Right.
Yeah. October, we'll do a happy hour either at Honey Fire Barbecue or East Nashville Beer Works. Just kind of depending. We've done East Nashville Beer Works a couple years in a row, so it might be fun to switch it up just a little bit. But that's going to be the 23rd from 4 to 7. And then Boat Sisters at Center Hill Marina, our fall boat cruise. That was a blast last year.
Yeah.
That's going to be Saturday the 11th from noon to 3. And we'll probably do lunch at the Mexican restaurant there as well. So
the leaves are always so beautiful.
And it's beautiful. Yeah, the leaves are starting to change. Center Hill is just amazing.
Yeah, it's lovely.
There'll probably be more events in November and December, but that's as far out as we planned so far. So it's a lot. So like I said, screenshot that, put it on your calendars, and we'll be excited to have you. All right, Nancy, I'm going to send you backstage if you want to kind of monitor any questions that come in. We've got time for some Q&A at the end, so you can kind of chime in and let us know what's come in, and we'll be happy to answer any questions or comments. Thank you, Nancy. Hey, Jason. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you very much.
Yeah, so we've got the East Tennessee social calendar. What we've got so far, I'm sure there'll be more stuff added, but if you want to kind of run through that for people.
Yeah, of course. I think also what I'm going to do is invite everybody to the splash party over in Nashville as well. I don't know how many people from East Tennessee are going to come over, but with the grand opening, I figure it's a great way for them to maybe kind of get a different perspective because they're so used to seeing the local perspective here. It was like maybe if they can get a broader picture of kind of what's going on and what happens over there, it kind of gives everybody a better understanding. So I plan on shooting out an invite for that to get as many people over there for not only the splash party, but as well as the grand opening. Last year, as you very well know, and all our members do, I did a lot of stuff on the water. I mean, I feel like every month, every Friday, I was out for like 3 hours, and it was like, it really kind of hit hard that first part of the season. But I was like, we've got some really good partners with a lot of amazing people here in Knoxville. It was like, how can I get them involved, and maybe instead of making some little events, maybe start making these events a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. So, I kind of reached out to the guys at the Ice Bears for April, and they're doing an appreciation day on the 5th. So I thought that would be a perfect time, and they've secured us a bunch of tickets on the side. So what I'm going to do is start sending out my RSVPs a little bit before the game and make sure that I've got everybody a seat who wants to go with us. Our Tennessee National location, which Liz runs, that's down there. They have an outdoor venue that's just phenomenal. They host a lot of concerts all throughout the year, and the Black Jacket Symphony comes down there and usually does a couple, and they're going to do Queen this year. And I was like, man, how cool would that be to get all the members in, because the marina's right there. The members go take out boats. That parking lot starts to fill up. I mean, with just probably hundreds, if not thousands of people. People are coming straight in off the water at 7:00. The music's starting to play. They've got food trucks and cash bars going on. So I was like, I think that would be a great vibe to get everybody into. And then, one of our newer partners here is the Smokies. And luckily, Jeremy took us down on a tour of the new stadium that's going in downtown Knoxville. And he's all on a high because the new stadium, is getting ready to like open and everything was going. So we kind of pitched him right when we were doing the tour and was like, what if we could get this many people in and put us all in the same section to come see a game? And he was totally all about it. So, I think it's great. And then, of course, in September, we're going to do the football game over at Brian's place, which we've done in the past. Everybody seems to really love that. It's just kind of a down home, lot of fun. We get to sit around the cabana that's out there, the flat screen TV, usually a big bar spread of food that's out there, tons of tables and chairs for everybody. People bring their dogs out. I mean, it's just it's a really good time. Like Nancy said, it really kind of shows you the community that you've got around you with the boat club. I do have a few other events in the works, but I don't have anything that I have solidified. I've got a lot of strange things out there that I'm waiting to hear back on. And I know if I can lock them down, everybody's absolutely going to love it. But I'm not going to spoil any of the surprises, because when it happens, I'm going to have some excitement. And of course, everybody knows I love Halloween, probably my favorite holiday. So the big one that I'm looking forward to is going to be in October. So we'll see if I can pull this off and make it work. And if so, it'll be something that we've never even thought about doing before.
Exciting. Thank you, Jason.
Absolutely.
All right. So now we're going to jump into Norris Lake. I'm going to add Johnny back on, and of course, Anna, our VIP for Norris Lake. So if you see the little star there, it is kind of, one of our furthest locations outside of Nashville and Knoxville, but absolutely worth the drive if you have to drive there. Just a gorgeous location. I can't wait to get on the water there, especially after kind of putting together this presentation. So I'm excited for you guys to see what we're about to show you. Norris Lake is an absolute gem. So let's hop into that. Let's see if I can change the layout here a little bit so you guys can see the slides. Annie, you want to run us through some fun facts about Norris Lake?
Yeah. So Norris is massive, and just to give you a little context, there's about 800 miles of shoreline. So it is a huge lake, and it's known for being crystal clear and its deep waters, which gives you some peace of mind when you're boating. And then also scenic mountain views. So you get views of the Cumberland Mountains. It's just a beautiful lake, and it's just located 20 miles north of Knoxville. So not too far from Knoxville, and 14 different kind of fish if you are an avid fisher. And like I said, it's extremely deep and massive. It could take endless days to just explore the whole lake, but it's beautiful and definitely worth checking out.
For sure. So this is just kind of a bird's eye view map to kind of show you how big this area is. Talk a little bit about that and that big wildlife refuge area in the middle.
Yeah. So right in that wildlife management area, it's right below it is Loyston Sea, which is the widest part of the lake. It's about 2 miles wide. So that's a good place to either, if you want to just relax and swim, or there's some caves over there that are really cool to look at and see. And it's just a beautiful part of the lake, and the wildlife management area is untouched. So, it's pretty amazing to see. So, and then the map, I do provide maps to members, this exact map. So it kind of just gives you a good layout of the entire lake and gives you certain landmarks that if you're planning to visit a certain marina or restaurant or spot on the water, it gives you a good overview of where everything is. So.
It's always nice, especially with those wildlife management areas. You're not looking at houses, you're just seeing nature and the beautiful like foothills, and it's just gorgeous.
Agreed.
All right. Yeah. Anything else you want to add about that, Johnny?
No, I just totally agree with you. I mean, that land's never going to be touched. It'll never be developed. So it's just fun to see the wildlife out there. You'll see eagles, you'll see deer, turkey, all kinds of stuff. So it's just nice that that'll never be touched, and you'll just always see tree lines on the waterway. So that's about all I got.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. So Anna, tell us a little bit about Sequoia Marina and what members can expect if they get to visit us.
Yeah, Sequoia Marina. It's a beautiful marina. They have breakfast buffets on Saturdays and Sunday mornings. So you'll smell the bacon as you're walking towards the marina, which always makes me hungry.
I love bacon, just for the record.
Yeah, always makes me hungry on the weekends. But they have a huge spread: eggs, bacon, pancakes, biscuits, and gravy. So that's always nice. You can have breakfast before you get out on the water for a long day. And then on Friday nights, they do wing nights and also live music. So they'll do live music starting in June from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Fridays. So that's always a fun atmosphere. Usually when the sun's setting, everyone comes in and grabs a bite and gets to boogie or just watch while they eat. So that's always fun. And the menu has pretty much something for everyone: burgers, sandwiches, pizza, seafood, appetizers. There's also a full service bar, and the ship store has ice cream in there for the kids if they want some ice cream.
And
merch, different merch, yeah. Snacks and a cooler full of sodas and water, beer, whatever you want. So yeah, it's a great spot.
Of course, the best part, Freedom Boat Club. So that is where we are located. Talk about what members can expect as far as amenities.
So there is free parking. There are a lot of reserved spots for Sequoia members, but there's a whole separate parking lot that is free to everyone. So there's plenty of parking. We don't provide free ice there, but they do sell ice at the marina. So if you forget your bag of ice or need one, they have that there. And then water toys, we have tubes, skis, wakeboards, and surfboards. So got it. Everything you need.
Where do we stage the boats there? How does that work?
So right now I stage them in the slips, and I'll kind of send a member in my confirmation text where the slips are located, or I'll try to meet them at the parking lot, help them unload, and then walk them down to the boat. But basically right now we just unhook them and push them out and from the slips, and then when they return, they'll just come back to the fuel dock and we'll take the rest from there. But if we do we should be getting an office, so we may launch the boats from the office.
Johnny, you want to talk a little bit about the office that's in the works?
Yeah, we can. So we at the end of the last season, we bought one of the floating houses out there that we're going to intend to remodel and turn into our office space there. It'll be tied up just there on the gangway, kind of close to the storage warehouse, if anyone knows where that's at, just kind of halfway down the gangway there. But it'll be really cool to have that space and to have some brand awareness out there too. We really don't have much as far as branding is concerned with signage and that kind of thing. But we also don't have a real space for our members to hang out or to really meet us. So it'll be great, but it'll also be a good space for Anna to get out of the elements and do some work in there too. So make a cup of coffee or something. So, but yeah, we're really excited about that. But we'll have that thing going, and probably I'd say about the next 2 or 3 weeks we'll start getting work on that. So look forward to that.
I'm excited that we'll have a floating house.
Me too.
If you don't know, I think Norris Lake, I guess there's permits or whatever. You're not allowed to like do new construction.
That's
and
right.
So, we went with the floating house option for our office, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, we've waited a while, but we had to do a lot of research and permitting and that kind of thing to make this make sense. So it's just taken us a while to get here, but here we go. Very excited to be able to offer that to Anna and also to our members. So, but also to us too, so we can go out and play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't wait.
Not you, Jason. No.
All right, so we have an amazing fleet at our Norris Lake location. Anna, you want to run us through that?
Yeah, so we have 6 boats in our fleet, double-decker slide tune. That's always fun for the kids and adults that want to slide down while they're out. We have 2 Harris tri-tunes and 1 Sea Ray bow rider. And then for the elite plan, we have a Nautique surf boat and then also a 300 horsepower Harris Sunliner.
Beautiful boats, and congrats on your award for cleanest boats. That's amazing. Good work.
Thank you. I try to keep them clean. Pride myself on that. So
awesome. We appreciate it, and our members do too. So Norris Lake, interesting place, being in the foothills, but we always get asked about places to stay. So we wanted to share some suggestions for everybody. So Anna, if you'd run us through some good suggestions for us, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So right off the Norris exit 122, there are some hotels off the exit, and they're only about a 20-minute drive to Sequoia. There's tons of Airbnbs on the lake, which are cool if you have a big family trip planned, and most of them come with a dock. So there's always that option if you make your reservations for that evening, and then the next morning you're able to, as long as there's a dock to tie the boat on and secure it at night, you can take the boat overnight. So that's a nice option, especially if it's a little bit further from the marina. And then Stardust Marina is the closest marina that does have lodging, and it's only a 12-minute drive to Sequoia. And then some of the other ones, like Hickory Star, Twin Cove, Shanghai, and Deerfield, there's a little bit of a drive because it is a little bit on the other side of the lake, but also there is an option to overnight if there is a dock. There is a dock at some of those. I know Deerfield has a dock that you can tie up on, so that is an option. And then Deerfield, if there's any golfers, there's a golf course there. So if you want to make a whole weekend and take the boat, go golfing, and then hop right back on the boat and go for a cruise, it's always a fun thing to do.
Sounds amazing. Then camping around Norris Dam State Park and Lewiston Point as well. So if you're wanting to camp, there's a couple good options that aren't too terribly far away.
Yeah, they have at Norris Dam and Lewiston Point, they have great campgrounds there, especially if you just want a tent camp or if you have an RV, they do have RV hookups at some of those campgrounds. So
very cool. So like we've done in these in the past, we're going to pull up Google Earth and just show you guys some points of interest you might want to go to when you're out there boating. So let me remove the slideshow for a second here and add Google Earth. So there we are. And we're going to start right at our location at Sequoia Marina. So let's zoom in. This is my favorite part. I always love that.
Yeah, that never gets old.
No. So a little picture there. And then, we already went over kind of the amenities, but that's where Sequoia Marina, that's what it looks like from Google Earth, at least from when this satellite image was taken. Maybe changed a little bit since then, but just to kind of show you navigation wise. Really close area from the marina. A great area for boating is Big Creek. There's a slalom course there. Anna, tell us a little bit about that area.
Yeah, that's a good area. There's a slalom course that, if there's avid skiers, they normally like to go to that area and check out the course. There's also, it's a great spot for fishing. I know a lot of the fishermen love to hang out around the Big Creek area. And there's also some really good coves just past that are good to hang out at and not as crowded on the weekends. So there's some hidden gems back through there.
For sure.
That's great. Norris Lake is so massive, so just a little disclaimer, we could spend like hours going through, but we're just kind of narrowing it down and highlighting.
Let's do it, Angie.
Some of the highlights here, but we've also got Cove Creek, which is just down from there, which is close to the Norris Dam. So we just kind of give you a little bird's eye view of what that looks like. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's a great location to boat towards the dam when, the leaves are changing or you just want to kind of cruise. It's nice and peaceful. It's mostly just trees and wildlife, so that's a good little cruise down to the dam. And then also there's a marina at Norris Dam, and then if you go right back behind it in that cove, there's also another few great coves back through there that are secluded and just a great place to kind of anchor down and relax and hang out and swim. So there's.
Sorry, I don't mean to
interrupt. Johnny.
The one right on the left in the middle of the screen is one of my favorite coves.
Yeah.
Yep, that one. Yeah, it's awesome. I recommend people go in there quite a bit. I've fished that cove too. There's quite a bit of fishing activity in there too.
Nice. What kind of fish? Like largemouth bass?
Yeah, largemouth. That's what I was catching. Yeah, I want to catch stripers, but I'm just not set up for it. I'm going to have to lean on you for that.
It's a lot of work to go after stripers. They like those big shiners, and you got to keep them alive. And you can catch them other ways too, but they are some of the most fun fish to go after. That's for sure. They're mean.
I like going after fish like Captain D's and Long John Silvers. I mean, that's the only kind of fish I can catch.
So again, here's Sequoia Marina, just to give you a reference right here in this area, if you can see my cursor. So we're going to go the other direction now and highlight some other areas. So if you're boating and then take this little arm here, you're going to run into Stardust Marina. Mariah, Anna, tell us about Stardust.
Stardust also is a great spot to eat, and it's close to Sequoia, so not too far of a boat ride. Also, there's tons of good coves right past Stardust to hang out. Stardust is cool because they got a bunch of little floating cabins and houses out there, like a little community of them. So it's a cool spot to check out. And then they also have live music on the weekends too. So if you want to go check out some live music, they have it every weekend. So
nice. All right, so that's Stardust. We'll kind of go up the Powell River a little bit here and highlight a couple other things. Powell River, Johnny, you mentioned striper fishing. I've read that that's a good striper fishing area.
I've heard that too. Yeah, there are a lot of people out there that'll tell you their secret spots, but you got to get out there. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to get on a couple of those. Yeah, with a fly rod.
On up from there in Powell River, you've got Shanghai Resort and Marina.
Yeah, Shanghai. They have really good smoked barbecue. So it's a good spot to check out. The food's really good. They also have pizza if you're not into barbecue, but they have a really cool patio, and they have like cornhole and stuff like that. You can play while you're waiting on your table or after you get done eating. And then their ship store is also amazing. It's almost like a surf store you would find in Florida. It's just stocked with, it's huge with wakeboard, life jackets, water toys. I mean, anything you're looking for. It's
impressive.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Very cool. So that's Shanghai. Zoom in just a little bit. There's all those floating houses you can see too. That's really cool on Norse. Like you don't see that a lot of places. So
it's a nice cruise from Sequoia up to Shanghai. It's perfect kind of timing. It's about an hour or so, but you get a real experience of the lake just from in between those spots.
Nice.
Always recommend that.
Going up further, there's a popular kind of hangout area called the Cedar Creek Jumping Bridge. So we'll zoom in a little bit on that, show you kind of what that looks like. What's that like, Anna?
A lot of people go there to kind of socialize, and they'll anchor down and watch people jump off and swim and just hang out. So it's a good social aspect of the lake. If you want to watch people jump off the bridge, we don't really recommend members jumping off the bridge, but if you are feeling daring, just wear a life jacket.
Talk about the anchoring out there too, because Norris is such a deep lake.
Yeah, we do have 100-foot anchor lines on all of our boats, so we give you plenty of line. You'll just have to get within that, at least 50 to 60 range if you don't want to be, pulling up the anchor for a while.
It's a workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I made my nephew pull the anchor. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it's a workout.
It is.
Probably like pulling up one of them stripers.
Yeah. I wouldn't let my nephew do that.
All right, we're going to go jump back down Paula River, past Stardust, and over to the Clinch River. Another good striper fishing area down there. But we're going to kind of head toward Lewiston a little bit and highlight this cool swimming cave. I did not know about until I started putting this together, but smaller picture, but that looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. I always suggest that members go check that out because it's pretty cool to see. And Lewiston Sea is a huge part of the lake. It's the biggest part of the lake, about 2 miles wide. And there's just so many spots to, anchor down or swim, or if you're doing water sports, it's kind of a wider area, and a good area to do that. So I always recommend it.
2 miles wide at some points, right?
Yes.
And one of the cool things I saw when I was putting this together is that it is like there's a town under there when they made this lake. And so they do like ghost tours and stuff like that. And I learned something new today. Johnny, kind of talk about the naming of our boats there.
Yeah, that's a good point. So each of our locations kind of has a theme for how we name our boats. And for this particular location, when we were opening up, I had recently watched "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" and that flooding scene at the end inspired me to name all the boats some character out of "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" So we've got Big Dan and Ulysses and Siren and what are the others? Babyface, which is after the bank robber. So that's kind of a fun play on that. But that's where that came from. Is that scene?
Something ties in with the flood scene in that movie.
Yeah. I thought it might be a little sensitive, but it's just the history of the lake. It's the history of TVA. So and Norris was one of the first TVA flooded areas. So anyway. Cool. As a play on that.
I want to watch that movie again now.
You should. Anna, you should too for new boats. You're going to have to get some inspiration for names.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I watched it.
Seek the treasure.
Was a toad.
And then in Lewiston Sea, there's also a cool marina. Johnny, tell us about that. You had to chime in about that earlier when we were going through this.
Waterside? yeah, Waterside's fine. Yeah, so it's a pretty big marina, but they've got a nice Mexican restaurant there, and some of the best margaritas on the lake. So if that's your thing, and that's my thing, and I love a good cold margarita on the lake. So yeah, I highly recommend that. There's a lot of larger boats out there, houseboats, which are kind of cool to see too. There's a lot of people who live out there too. So, but yeah, it's very accessible. Beautiful spot to hang out and chill. They've got a really large covered patio, big screens, a lot of sports you can watch out there and that kind of thing. So highly recommend it. It's a nice cruise from Sequoia up to that marina. So, yep.
Nice. Very cool. I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite things to do when I go through a marina by boat is just look at all the different boat names.
Yeah, it is fun. Yeah.
They can get pretty creative. It's fun. So yeah, I think that covers a huge look at the pins there, that huge area of the lake. I wanted to throw in though just a quick shameless plug. We're gonna get way over to this other end of the lake, Sharps Chapel, Tennessee. I've got actually a lot for sale. I'm gonna zoom in on that.
I love it.
It's Paradise Point. So let me get in there real good so you can see how beautiful it is.
Paradise Point. That's a beautiful name.
Yeah, new subdivision, and right there in between those two houses. Look at that. Those two houses right there. Beautiful view of the lake. So if you're interested, let me know. Here's my info.
Well played, Angie. Well played.
Yeah.
I'll call you later.
Had to throw that in there.
I've been looking for a lakeside lot. I'll call you later.
There you go. So yeah, that's our tour. We got a little bit more for you guys. So let me remove that for a second. Go back to the slideshow. So normally this is the part where we pull up Navionics, which you all should know. And now most all of our boats have similar setup right built in on the boat, but it's nice to have it on your phone, with your settings and whatnot. And we show you all the hazards that you got to look out for. There's really not a lot of hazards on Norris Lake. So instead we decided to talk about some boating safety tips, because there are some things you should really think about when you're out there. Anna, what do you tell members when they come out as far as that goes?
I just tell everyone to, be aware when they're, coming around, either if they're coming out of the fingers or around the bends and the curves of the lake. I always advise them to stay wide and to look, for oncoming boaters before you make that turn, because especially during the peak season, there's a lot of people that'll come around there fast, and if you're not paying attention, that could be dangerous. So I always just tell them to, wide turns and make sure you're aware of your surroundings and just keep your head on a swivel before you make that turn around those bends and curves. And then kind of same when people are doing water sports, just kind of keep your distance from other boaters doing water sports.
What about in the winter time? Because I know that lake does get drawn down quite a bit in the winter.
Yeah, I advise people in the winter to stay in the middle of the channel. Try to stay in the middle as much as possible, because those shorelines you can see when you take the boat out, especially during the winter, how shallow those shorelines are and where the water kind of stops. So I just try to keep everyone, stay in the deeper parts of the lake.
Yeah, great advice.
Yeah, right across from Sequoia right now, you can see this big rock outcropping. So just keep away from the shorelines.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Captain
a lot of debris.
Jason, anything else to add there?
Not really. I mean, I grew up out there. My mom lived about 20 minutes from Norris, so that was probably where I spent the majority of my childhood growing up. So I love Sequoia Marina because, that was nostalgia for me, coming down the gangway and being able just to smell all the food. And I mean, that was my childhood growing up, going out there and smelling all that. But I highly encourage everybody, you've got to go out to Lewiston Point. That's where we used to go camping all the time when I was little. If you're used to seeing Sequoia Marina and you're used to driving up to Twin Coves and stuff, for you to go that opposite direction and go down and see Lewiston, it's a total game changer. I mean, it is a different part of the lake altogether. You don't even think you're in the same place. So you've got to explore it. Take some time and go out there. There's no waterway like that in the state of Tennessee, that I'm aware of whatsoever. And if there is, I'd love to go. So I encourage everybody to check it out. Go see the bridges, go see the caves. I mean, because you'll find something new every time you're out there. It's just so massive.
Nice. I meant to mention too, for history buffs, if you're interested in that, go on Google and read about the town of Lewiston and all that. There's some just really good, cool information out there about that. All right, so we'll kind of start wrapping it up a little bit, and we'll get into our Q&A. I see Nancy's still in the background, so we'll see if we have any comments or questions that have come in. Of course, again, I'll remind you this is recorded, so if you're watching the recording, we won't be able to address that, but feel free to go ahead and still make comments, and we'll monitor those and get back to you. But we always like to mention, especially this time of year, we do offer an add-on to your Freedom Boat Club membership called Peace of Mind. So, if you're out there, especially if you're in Middle Tennessee on like Percy Priest or Old Hickory, where, there's some hazards, which we've been over in our past videos, but we have an add-on you can purchase called Peace of Mind. And essentially, it's going to cover your insurance deductible if you ever have any damage for up to 2 claims a year. And you get a $500 credit for just miscellaneous damage. If you damage a piece of equipment like a wakeboard or something like that, or lose something, lose an anchor, whatever it may be, you don't have to worry about it. You've got it covered. Plus $1,000 in towing. Obviously, anything mechanical that goes wrong with the boat, we cover that. But if it was due to damage and the boat needed to be towed, it's nice to have that peace of mind. Covers you not only in Tennessee, but if you go down to Florida or other places you're not familiar with, use your reciprocal access with the club. We have over 400 locations worldwide. So you're on vacation, you come home, you don't have to worry about getting a bill if something were to have happened. We cover that for you. So just a reminder on that, if you don't already have it, reach out to me or Jason. We'll be happy to help you get that set up. Some resources for Norris Lake. You've got your TVA Lake Info app that's going to show you what the current water levels are. So, you can tell if it's over or below summer pool. Navionics Boating and Marine Lakes app, especially helpful for not getting lost. Again, we do have those navigation units built in on the boats, but sometimes it's nice to have your own personal one on your phone. You can record your routes if you have a favorite route, and save it. So next time you go, you've got it. Other advantages to it as well. And I mentioned earlier when we were talking offline, the cell service out there can be a little bit spotty. So it's good to have this Navionics app because you can pre-download the map on your phone. So if you don't have good service, it's already loaded up. The GPS will follow you. And, if you get lost out there, you can find your way back. You can search different marinas. It will route you. It's just a super handy app to have. Of course, the TWRA on the Go app, if you're fishing, it'll tell you all the current fishing regulations. You can buy your fishing licenses right on the app. Some Facebook groups you might find useful is Norris Lake Lovers, Norris Lake Bass Fishing, and then there's also the Norris Lake Rentals and Reviews. So if you're looking for a good place to stay, you might want to check out that group and read some suggestions and reviews. Anything else anybody has to add to that?
Nope.
All right, move on. Johnny, you want to talk about we're hiring right now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is an exciting time of year when we start to bring on new seasonal staff. So we're hiring at all of our locations, but obviously we're going to talk about Sequoia. So we're definitely bringing on some new faces there. We always bring on some seasoned veterans too, which is always fun to see some returning people. But yeah, if you guys are looking to come on board, shoot us an email at operationstn@freedomboatclub.com. We'll give you some more information. But all of our locations throughout Middle and East Tennessee are hiring. So it's exciting. We love what we do. Sometimes it's hard work and it's out in the elements, but it's always on a boat. So it's really fun work. It's great culture. And we have a really good time doing it. So good pay, and you get to play on a boat. So yeah, come work with us.
Great scenery too.
Absolutely. You can't beat it.
All right, let's bring Nancy back. Nancy, have we had any comments or questions that we should hit before we hop off here? Oh,
well, we've had a very active Brooke from the east side, and has said hi to Jason, and also wants a ghost tour on Norris this year.
I saw that comment. That's great.
It's awesome.
Jason, I think you're muted, Jason. Can't hear you.
Boom, 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 boom. I was going to say, you tell her to just wait, not spoil all my fun. What's going on with that? A big shout out to Brooke for just completing her Tennessee boater safety test. So she's an officially licensed Tennessee boater out there. So big round of applause for her.
Brooke. Boat safe.
Anything else, Nancy?
Not that I could see.
Okay, cool. And I don't know if you probably weren't on YouTube. I don't know. We might have some other things that came on in there, but we can address those in the comments. And again, if you're watching the recording, feel free to still comment with any questions or comments, and we'll get back to you that way as well after the fact. So. All right, guys. Well, I think, we're just over an hour. That was perfect timing. I want to thank everybody for being on with me tonight. It was great. I hope this has got you fired up to go check out Norris Lake. I know it sure has me.
I'm so fired up.
Yeah, we're excited for the 2025 season. We're right there. So we should have another couple more coming up of these with we've got a couple more lakes to highlight that we haven't hit yet. Center Hill Lake and Watts Bar. So we're going to be working on those. Stay tuned. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you found this informative, and we'll see you on the next one.
Good job, Angie. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
and
guys.
And Nancy and Jason.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
See you on the water.
See you on the water.
Bye.